New Vulcan ball, game 1. Time in, 0-0-2.
Paris Todd did not play singles this week. Usually a top seed there. She's had a really good run as of late, made some finals. Should be extra fresh for mixed doubles.
Second serve.
Nice settled point by both teams.
0-0-2. Point.
Some love off the net there for Dylan Frazier.
1-0-2.
Gets the 9 seeds on the board first.
Point.
Dylan Frazier, of course, played with Selkirk for a long time. Recently became a free agent when it comes to paddles. Has been using the Yola.
Side out. Zero, 2-1. Point.
Nice serve from Todd. Getting that ball deep.
1-2-1. Point.
Another nice deep serve there from Paris Todd. In singles, sometimes she does a really nice job of kind of varying up the serve. Sometimes she'll go with a lob serve. Other times deep topspin like we're seeing here. She'll even throw some side spin every now and then. So interesting to see if she throws any of that in doubles, especially with this wind.
Two. Side out.
That ball just long off of Hunter Johnson's paddle.
2-2-1. Point.
A few missed returns from both sides here early.
3-2-1. Second serve.
Johnson was ready for that one.
Exactly right. Vivian David trying to be kind of sneaky, maybe go misdirection up the line, but Johnson says, nope, I'm there.
Oh, sorry, Bill. Point.
And Johnson goes for the right shoulder of Dylan Frazier there as the ball comes into our little nook here on grandstand. And it is, we have found the ball. Operation successful, mission complete, and we are cleared for takeoff.
4-2-2. Point. Five, 2-2. Side out.
Nice stop there from Todd and Johnson. David and Frazier put together a nice string of points on that side out.
Second serve.
Dylan Frazier hit, 3 or 4 straight overheads, all getting progressively lower.
2-5-2.
Yeah, he's going to be sitting down pretty soon.
Point.
Nice spot there from Johnson, forces the error at the kitchen there from Vivian David.
3-5-2. Side out. 5-3-1. Point.
Dylan Frazier kind of tags Paris Todd there. Very quick to apologize. Didn't look malicious or anything like that.
6-3-1. Point.
What a ball from Vivian David.
Timeout receiver 7-3-1.
Finding Todd as she was unwinding this.
Check this.
7-3-1. Point.
What a deep serve there, forces the H.Johnson not even able to make solid contact.
8-3-1. Point. Nine, 3-1. Second serve.
Nice put away there from Todd.
9-3-2.
Doubles up on the backhand.
Point.
David hits a very similar drive on that third as she did on the previous one where she caught Paris, but Paris did a really nice job of hustling up to the kitchen to unwind and got there in time, but
10-3-2.
couldn't come out with the point.
Just too much offense. Now a game point.
Game 11-3.
As again, having some trouble unwinding there.
Game 2,
what a
time
performance
in.
from Vivian David and Dylan
0-0-2.
Frazier in the opening game.
Point.
Frazier finds the spot. Johnson may have been ready for it, just unable to get the paddle
1-0-2.
out in front.
Side out.
Wow, that ball from David.
Almost
0-1-1.
Yeah, that was an amazing shot nonetheless.
Second serve. Zero, 1-2. Point.
Frazier tries to be sneaky, kind of had the shoulder fake there. Unable
1-1-2.
to convert.
Side out.
And it's interesting, Carolyn, because in Hunter Johnson's singles semifinal
1-1-1.
yesterday, he had some trouble on the forehand, kind of dialing it in, and seems to be a little frustrated on that wing as well today.
Second serve.
Of course, that's arguably his best
1-1-2.
shot, especially from the baseline.
Side out.
A quick apology from Johnson as he bags Dylan. A nice hold on the side of
1-1-1.
Johnson and Todd.
Point.
That returns out.
2-1-1. Point.
And Frazier initially calling that one out, but opting to go within. Todd very confident that it was in.
3-1-1.
We obviously don't have the best look, but I was initially thought it was in as well. Concedes the point.
Second serve.
Vivian David managing to get out of the way of that ball, which is honestly easier said than done sometimes.
Especially when it's coming the
3-1-2.
pace of the pro game now.
I'll recall. 3-1-2. Side out.
How the heck do you make that?
1-3-1. Point.
Again, that one looked like it was going to try and inch over the net, but
2-3-1.
stays a little too low.
Point.
Hunter did a really nice job of moving those dinks around during that point. Just wasn't quite enough to come away with it, but
Maybe
certainly some good shots.
thought he was
3-3-1.
trying to be sneaky going up the middle with that speed
Let
up,
me
but
recall.
Frazier,
3-3-1.
I mean, known for having some of the fastest hands in all of pickleball. Not going to cut it. Case in point right there.
Point. Four, 3-1. Time
Moving
in.
on to the round of 16.
5-3-1.
They will
Second
certainly
serve.
not complain about a missed serve out of the timeout.
Five, 3-2. Side out. Three, 5-1. Second serve.
That one, it looked like it was almost going to stay in from Todd just with the wind blowing, but it does go a bit long.
3-5-2. Point. Four, 5-2. Side out.
Vivian David there with the ATP.
Just a rocket of an ATP, too.
5-4-1.
And it was interesting because she waited so long, she had such good patience that Johnson had already kind of slid over to cover it. And so he was almost too wide by the time she actually hit it.
Unfortunate
Point.
from for Paris there. The ball kind of hovered in the air a bit and just made it hard to get that ball back over the net.
Point.
Johnson trying to go around Frazier there, but the margins were a little too small to work with. Would have had to have been an almost perfect shot to keep it in.
Second serve.
Nice put away from Johnson, finding the middle there.
7-4-2. Side out.
Very pretty, as Hunter Johnson says. That's what I wanted to do on 2 points ago. Strikes gold on the third one. Still some work to do, trailing 4-7.
Great ball from Todd. Really nice drop.
5-7-1. Point.
David overcooking that, so Todd and Johnson are within one.
Need to make this possession count. Have a chance to tie it right here on a 1.
Point.
Great work by Johnson there.
Timeout receiver, 7-7-1.
Not too surprised.
Timeout on the side of David and Frazier with the score now tied up at 7.
It's been a really nice response here, like you said, Carolyn, from Hunter Johnson. Just seems a little frustrated. He missed that speed up wide. Seemed like he could have kind of let things go, but he has really turned it up a notch here these last 3 points.
Yeah, for sure. He and Paris are really finding a good groove here. Definitely, and I mean, couldn't be any closer, honestly, 7-7, but definitely have a chance to push this to a game 3.
So if you're Vivian, David, and Dylan Frazier now, you've got the scoreboard pressure on you, right? You know, you've already won
no
the
timeouts,
first
1
game.
free challenge.
You're up 7-4.
No timeouts, 1 free challenge.
4-1, I believe, earlier, or 5-3 earlier. Now you've got to find a way to get the serve back. We've seen the resilience from Johnson and Todd. Now we're going to see what David and Frazier can come up with when things aren't going their way.
Time in. 7-7-1. Second serve.
I like the margins there from Vivian David. She had a few errors going into the timeout. Played very safe with those forehands on that point.
That ball stays in.
Usually a ball about shoulder height's going to fly on you. Not in this wind, as Dylan Frazier finds out.
8-7-2. Point.
And a 5-point run continues here for Hunter Johnson and Paris Todd. 9-7.
9-7-2. Side out. Seven, 9-1. Point. Eight, 9-1. Point.
And through the middle there. Now tied at 9. It's a race to 2 here to close out the second game. Dylan Frazier taking over.
Match point.
It is match point 10-9 for the number 9 seeds.
10-9, 1.
And
Point game match,
closed
11-9.
in style from Dylan Frazier and Vivian David. They take it 11-3, 11-9 over Paris Todd and Hunter Johnson. Moving on to the round of 16. Carolyn, this was a fun one. We